What's up, guys? It's X-Rays. Welcome to a new episode of Battlefield 4 Weapon Review and Breakdown. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the MK11 Mod 0 DMR. It is a great weapon to use at medium to long range, and overall it's a great weapon to use, especially if you have a very good trigger finger. Now, with that being said, before I jump into my review of the weapon and what I think about it, let's jump into the stats so that you guys can get an idea of what this weapon is capable of doing. Now, the firing mode of the MK11 is semi-automatic. This means that you need to have a pretty good trigger finger, and by trigger finger it means that you have to continuously shoot. You have to pull the trigger for every time that a bullet comes out. So if you're the kind of person who's really good at, just holding down on the trigger, then I would suggest you stick to fully automatic. But semi-automatic weapons usually come with very high damage. It's one of the payoffs of having a really good trigger finger and not just, having to pull down on the trigger. The MK11 has a magazine size of 21 rounds per magazine. It's pretty usable for the firing rate and for the amount of damage that it does. You're not going to find yourself spamming too much trying to kill anyone, and more than anything, it just means that you're going to be able to use your bullets wisely, not be wasting them, making sure that you pop your 3 or 4 on the enemy that you need to get the kill. The MK11 does quite a bit of damage. It does 43 damage up close and it drops down to 30. Not a very steep drop off, but it's still quite a bit of damage. It's a great weapon to use. The MK11 has a firing rate of 260 rounds per minute. They're trying to balance it out with the high damage that it does and making sure that not a lot of people are spamming out too many bullets at the same time. Basically what this means is to be careful, pick your shots very accurately. You're not going to be able to spam them out too fast. If you can get 3 or 4 on the person accurately, then you're going to be getting the kill rather quickly. Speaking of getting the kill, the MK11 has a time to kill of 0.465 seconds to 0.856 seconds, which means that since it has that low firing rate, it's going to take you a little while longer to try to get the kill. So again, when you're taking these shots, you got to be as accurate as you can. Don't waste a bullet so that you lower that time to kill as much as possible. Since the MK11 has all that potential damage, it has a 3-shot kill range of 63 meters. This is insane. It's quite a bit of a distance you can have, so you can be quite a bit of a distance with this. Again, you want to be surveying the area. You want to be outside on the outside of the map looking in. You don't want to be rushing in too much with the DMRs, especially with the MK11. You have all of that 3-shot kill range. You use it effectively. Don't try to run in and try to kill 5 people in a row. Stay to the outskirts of the map, and you're going to be killing people rather quickly and rather easily, since there won't be a lot of engagements where people are trying to kill you at 63 meters. With the damage and even the drop off, the MK11 is a 3 to 4 shot kill weapon. You're always going to find yourself having to put at least 3 bullets into the enemy, depending on how much health they have left. But if they have 100% health, then you have to take 3 shots on them. If you're at your max distance, you're going to see yourself getting 4 shot kills as opposed to 3. The MK11 has a pretty high headshot multiplier, has a 2.0 headshot multiplier, so I would suggest that if you're at a distance to aim for the head, if you can get at least 1 clean hit to the head, then it automatically becomes a 2-shot kill weapon. So if you can, aim for the head at least once and then try to go for the body for the kill, you'll see yourself getting 2 and 3 shot kills a lot more frequently if you aren't aiming for the head. The MK11 has a muzzle velocity of 550 meters per second, the muzzle velocity of course being how fast the bullet travels after it leaves the weapon. So 550 meters closes in on the enemy rather quickly. So again, a great reason to kind of stay back, get the kill. Don't try to get in anyone's face, because you're not going to be doing a lot of work with the DMR, especially because of that low rate of fire. The MK11 has a 2.4 second reload time if you go through all of the ammo, but if you have at least 1 bullet left in the magazine, it actually drops down to 1.85 seconds. This means that if you are running low on ammo, you're on 3 bullets, it's better to reload then than to wait for your weapon to completely reload, since you're going to be saving time and you're going to be getting more kills. Because the MK11 is a DMR, it does have moderate recoil. It has quite a bit of visual kick as well, so you want to be careful when you're taking your shots. Don't try to spam them out too fast, because you're going to find yourself kicking, especially to the right, since it has a tendency to kick to the upper right of your screen. So if you are going to be taking shots at someone, try to do it rather cleanly. Don't try to overcompensate, because you're going to find yourself completely off target when you're using the DMR. Anyways, with the stats out of the way, I kind of want to give my general opinion on the weapon. I really like the MK11. It's a great weapon to use if you're the kind of person who does not like to engage too much, run into the middle of the map. But it's also a great weapon to use to protect objectives. If you're trying to get the B flag or the C flag, you're able to pick off the enemy and more than anything watch your teammates' backs without having to worry about having to be up close, especially if you're not the greatest, assault rifle submachine gun user in the game. One thing that I will say though is that DMRs don't work too well in smaller game modes. If I were you, I would use the DMRs, especially the MK11, more in bigger game modes like Conquest, Obliteration, game modes where you find yourself constantly on a big open playing field. You don't want to, stick to domination or squad deathmatch, because you're going to find yourself running into groups of 2 or 3 people, and because it has that very slow firing rate, you're going to find yourself getting killed before you're even able to take out one person. So if you're going to be using the MK11, again, stick to Conquest, stick to Obliteration, stick to some of the bigger game modes that you find yourself, on bigger maps, able to actually use the weapon effectively. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this weapon breakdown and review. If you did, remember to slap a like and a favorite. And if you guys are new and have not already subscribed, feel free to do so. I'm on my way to 50,000 subscribers, so any help you guys can give me would be much appreciated. Anyways, the last thing, guys, if you guys could leave a comment with which weapon you guys want me to do a breakdown and review of next, please leave it as a comment down below. I'm going to take all of those into consideration and pick one for next week. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time. I'm MK11. I'm out. Peace.